Hi, my name is Daniela. I am originally from Portugal and I live and study in the UK at Liverpool John Moores University doing international tourism management. I have been in Croatia for 5 months now studying at the University of Rijeka. It has been one of the most amazing, remarkable experiences. I advise anyone to study abroad or the Erasmus program because I feel like it really changes your perspective of living, and you really stop caring about material things and more about living the moment. I enrolled in the Ecotourism course due to the fact that I'm extremely passionate about sustainable development and the environment. I really hope one day this will be my job, maybe being a sustainable development manager, who knows. Ecotourism is such an important form of tourism that we need to educate others about. Both Portugal and the UK are extremely developed countries, but unfortunately when you come more to Eastern Europe, as I've lived in Croatia now, I can see people are really not educated about this form of tourism or about anything to do with sustainable development. Actually, it's very little the people that I've met that are actually really interested about the subject and actually care about the environment. It's important to preserve destinations for future generations, and my wish is for my descendants to have as much fun as I did while traveling, and hopefully it will remain the same. I hope this has been helpful for doing either the Erasmus program or the Ecotourism course, and thank you for listening.
Hello, I'm Veronika Bojchova, and today I'm going to tell you how I decided to study ecotourism and how that science turned into my interest. I grew up in a seaside town called Varna, where the main livelihood of people comes from maritime transport and tourism in general. My passion has always been the art of dance, for which there is no development outside of the capital city. That's why I moved in Sofia, the Bulgarian capital city. I achieved my goal for dancing professionally for 5 years and making a living from dancing. But you know what living in a big city means. Life is dynamic, you are surrounded by cars, and also Sofia is considered as the city with the most polluted air in Europe. So after some busy years, I need time for myself, time for peace, quiet, and somehow reconnecting with nature. This made me think, how could ecotourism develop in Bulgaria, because we have very beautiful nature. Another problem in Bulgaria is the concentration of economic migration to the capital city, and that's why a lot of cities that have very good potential in developing tourism become depopulated, like my hometown. This in turn undermines the business of local services such as restaurants, hotels, etc. And of course, this business is taken from the big chains. I just pointed out another topic that ecotourism seeks to solve. So this is how I explain my interest into studying ecotourism. And one more thing. I found out that it gives me pleasure not only dancing professionally in front of the camera or on stage, but also in the nature. And the nature that you have here in Croatia is very, very inspiring for that. So let's go to the beach and show you how I enjoy my stay as a tourist here.
Hello, my name is Lubashko Elena Sorina. I'm from Romania and it's my first time here in Croatia. and I'm staying here from February to June. At first, I didn't have high expectation about the ecotourism lecture. I thought we were going to talk about plastic bags and electric cars and how important it is to be a volunteer to pick up trash from the forest, but it was nothing like that. This lecture is very complex, and this subject made me feel more responsible about the environment, and now I see travel from a different perspective. Due to the fact we presented projects through which we discovered different forms of ecotourism in several countries, I learned that every country has something beautiful to offer, and we can enjoy this without destroying the environment. So now I will think twice before choosing a destination, and if I really want to go to a very popular attraction, I will try to get there when it's not a season for that destination. And of course, I will consider all the aspects that I learned from this course.
Hello, my name is Jessica. I am from Germany, and I chose this course because at home I study education for sustainable development, and I personally believe that tourism is a great sector that has a lot of influence on the environment, but also a lot of potential in teaching people about intercultural communication, but also about the beauty and how to preserve the beauty of the environment. So also future generations can have a look at it and see how beautiful the places are, but also so that locals can still live there in a normal and hopefully happy way. So I came to Croatia, especially to the tourism faculty, to learn more about tourism, because I know that Croatia is one of the most important economic sectors here is definitely tourism. A lot of tourism is going on here, and for me in Germany, it's not the most important thing. So that's why I came here, and I also heard that the faculty is working on the tourism plan for Croatia, which is also going in a more sustainable direction, and I thought this is my chance, so why not learn from people who are actually involved in this sector. And the last thing was, how long am I staying in Croatia? I'm staying for 1 semester, for the summer semester, yes.
So, this is me, and I'm from the Netherlands. Here's our flag, and this is our country. My full name is Stefanie van Dijk, and my nationality is, as you can see, a Dutch from the Netherlands, but currently I'm living in the neighboring country of the Netherlands, and that is Belgium in the south. Here you can see on the map, here is where I live, and here is where I study, in the city Breda. I came here on the 22nd of February, and I will leave on the 17th of July. Why did I choose this ecotourism course during my Erasmus? I have 3 different reasons for that. The first one is education and awareness about endangered animals and protected areas in environmental protection. The second one is improvement of quality in life in general for local people and for visitors. And the third one is understanding ecotourism in general, because that's very important. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon.
Hi, my name is Campbell. I'm from the UK. I arrived here in February and I'm leaving in July 2022. And then my motivation for studying ecotourism originated from learning how it's something we're going to be integrating into the international tourism industry thoroughly within the near future. For example, I learned the other day that within 20 years, 20% of European tourism will be ecotourism of some kind, demonstrating the increased demand that will need to be supplied. There's no doubt that tourism puts an enormous stress on local land use. It can cause pollution, natural loss of habitat, and even more pressure on endangered species. Issues such as over-tourism and environmental jeopardy are covered in courses like ecotourism. It's hard to undertake a course in tourism without also undergoing some kind of class in ecotourism because of how tourism is an ever-increasing phenomena, and it's important that we learn to mitigate the impacts that tourists have so that we can bring an equilibrium of effective potential. In essence, what I'm saying is it's important to learn the balance of increased tourism with also increased environmental protection. Thanks.